Hello, everybody. This is Adamu Muhammad Dankori. Today, I want to continue with the series on Kado Village, number 5, my former hometown. And specifically, I want to talk about monopoly, business monopoly. If you don't know, I do not believe in government because I don't believe in violence. Government is violence, and I don't believe in violence. So people that believe in government, one of the reasons they give, one of their arguments for why we need government is the problem of monopoly. They argue that without government, businesses will merge together and then use that opportunity to hike their prices because there is little to no alternative. For example, let's say all the telecommunication companies in Nigeria, MTN, Globalcom, and the rest will all merge together. Then you don't really have your choices of competition is less. They can hike their prices. You kind of have to buy if you want phone, right? That's how monopolies work. So people that argue for government is, we need government to make sure businesses don't form monopolies. My experiences in Kado Village absolutely pointed to the opposite. Kado Village is not a stateless society. Of course, Kado Village is just a town, or was a town. The town still exists, but only part of it. But it's still under Nigeria. Nigeria has government, right? But in Kado Village itself, there's really little to no presence of government. Nothing. So you would just imagine that a town that has no government would exhibit some of the things that people argue for why we need a government. People say without government, there will be monopolies. Well, was there a monopoly in Kado Village? Absolutely no. We don't have big companies, but we have businesses that sell food stuff, household stuff, people that can dig your well, people that sell medicine. All of these things existed in Kado Village. But there was no one instance that I knew of that these people came together, formed one giant business, and began to charge people exorbitant prices. It never existed. I have never heard of such a thing. Remember, there was no one to regulate, to tell you what you can sell and what you cannot. So all these businesses, people selling food, could have easily merged, and charge people higher prices for their services or goods. But that never happened. It never happened. Go to villages in Nigeria. Go outside of the biggest cities in Nigeria, like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kano. Go outside of them. Go to rural Nigeria. You can sell anything you want. You can start your business anytime you want. There is no one to tell you not to sell anything. Now, people might frown upon what you are selling, but no one is going to stop you from selling it. My mother's village is the same. I've been to my father's village the same. there is every opportunity for monopolies to exist, but they don't exist. They never existed. Even by virtue of really being a monopoly. For example, there was one film hall. Film hall is a place that I used to go and watch movies. It's basically a room and a TV and chairs. You sit down and watch a movie, you pay. That's how I used to watch movies most of my life, because we didn't have TV. Well, there was one at one time. And then we had two. Even that one that was there, I swear to God, there was a time at the beginning when it opened. They were showing film for 1 naira just to get people to come. Film hall today, 1 naira. I still remember. Film hall today, 1 naira. 1 naira. That was around 94, 95, 96 at Kado Village. 1 naira, and they were the only film hall. I used to be, then actually I didn't know how to read much. I was learning how to read, and there was this film, I think it's called Hot Shot, and I was fascinated by that movie when I watched it in that particular film hall. So my friends, and I think people that were my friends, I remember one Salisu. His dad is a barber. He barbs hair. He jokes around with me with Hot Shot, American Fire, and Daje Daje. Like, I just made up the thing, and then he then used it as to joke with me with that movie, Hot Shot, American Fire, and Daje Daje, because I was so fascinated with that movie. I think it's called Hot Shot. So, at Kado Village, there was every opportunity for businesses to form. In fact, life-dependent businesses that sell food. But there was no such a thing. Zero. If you fear that without government, companies will join, show me the facts. Tell me your experience. I implore you to go through these places outside of these biggest cities where government actually controls businesses, to rural Nigeria where there's zero government, and see for yourself. And see for yourself where everyone has an opportunity to people have an opportunity to actually form monopolies. No, people just aren't that wicked, or I don't know. There's something with us that it just spontaneously doesn't happen. So, what is the point? There's not going to be monopolies without government. In fact, government is the cause of monopoly. Government itself is a monopoly, because we don't have two governments. There's only one government. So, thank you very much for listening. If you like what I've been saying, please rate my show or help the program. And I will talk to you next. Bye-bye.